Rebranding your YouTube channel is very, very risky unless you do it very strategically. Let's talk about the right way to pivot without hindering your growth or losing retention. I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how to rebrand your YouTube channel, but I want to give you a major disclaimer. This will not work for all YouTube channels. A lot of what a rebrand takes double, if not triple the effort it would on a normal channel. It's going to be an uphill battle. This is going to be one of the hardest things you're going to have to do for your YouTube channel, and it's going to take triple the effort that it would on a normal channel. In a lot of cases, you may have a better opportunity or a better chance to restart the channel, but I am not able to tell you without looking at your channel, going through your analytics, and actually spending about an hour on the channel to see if you need to restart or not. So listen carefully if you're somebody who wants to pivot, but once again, just know your channel might be too far gone. Hi, if you're new here, and if you're not, welcome back. My name is Bree, and I'm the founder of Purpose Brand Management, and I help creators, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders monetize online, have consistent branding, and just grow an overall better audience. The biggest thing about rebranding is rebranding can cost you audience trust and engagement falls. So this is why it's super, super important about how you do this strategically. If done incorrectly, you will see a very stagnant channel and you will not grow. You will just see a bunch of 200, 300, 400 view videos because of the way you transitioned. The first thing you need to do is get clear on why are you rebranding? Like, what is the reason? Have you fell out of passion with a thing that you like? Do you no longer want to be in the niche you're in? Do you want to do something a little bit more specialized? What is the reason? And really make sure you know before posting, and also make sure whatever the reason may be, is this something that I'll be able to sustain? A really big issue a lot of new creators make is once they start feeling stuck within their niche, they try to pivot, they try to change, they try to rebrand. And it's like, did you put in enough work with the current niche that you have? There could be so many factors in why your content isn't working. So to just chop it up to, I think I need to rebrand or I need to change my niche, could be calling it too soon. If you're a travel vlogger, but now you want to switch to business or finance tips, your audience needs to know why. Like, give them an explanation, because that's going to really make a difference. Also, make sure you stay to the end of this video because I'm going to give you some unpopular advice that most of the gurus don't give. So keep watching. Also, if you need help rebranding your channel or starting from scratch, I also have one-on-one services to help you with that if you just don't know where to start. Number two, you're going to transition the content gradually. You're not going to wake up one day and completely post different content. You're going to have a slow switch over. Like, you don't want to just smack them with something new. So you're going to start mixing in new elements of your brand with the old one. So if your posting schedule is about 2 posts a week, 2 long form, 4 short, you're going to do maybe 1 and 1, or you'll take 2 shorts, whatever frequency you want, but you're going to start implementing them as you go. And you're also going to try to find cross points. What I mean by cross points is, okay, let's go back to our travel vlogger, but wants to talk about business and finance tips. So if you're travel vlogging, you're showing us Bali, you're showing us China, you're showing us all the things. How are you able to afford it? So maybe the next video you make, that would be a crossover. You would say, here's how I afforded to go to China for 3 weeks out of the year. Or here's what I spent on a budget in China. Like, bring the two worlds together. They might be more open to you switching to finance because now you're talking about how you're spending your money, what the frequency of your money is, how you're able to buy these things. That will give them a smoother transition than you waking up and saying, here's how I saved $25,000 in 6 months when you were a travel vlogger. Communicate with your audience. That is number 3. That is the biggest thing. Let them know of the transition, right? So they're subscribed to you and not the content. On YouTube, what I find is people get more attached to the creators versus the content versus any other platform. You may go on TikTok and you may save your favorite restaurant. You may save a cool destination. But when people subscribe to channels, they're typically invested in the people behind the channels. So you need to speak to them as if you're going and moving away to China and your best friend needs to know. That's how you need to treat it. Make it short. Do a switch over video and just let them know, like, hey, here's how my channel is going to go. Why I'm switching from X to X, or here's why I don't want to keep doing travel vlogging, or whatever the case may be, so that people have an understanding. Be honest and confident about why you're transitioning and make sure you stand on that. The biggest issue that I see with people when they do a rebrand is their engagement immediately falls, which is normal, guys, because once again, people have followed or subscribed to you for a reason. That is normal. You will just have to keep posting consistently. You can't immediately switch back because you see your numbers have fell off. If you're saying, I'm going to rebrand my channel, you have to stand on business when it comes to that. For number 4, you really need to optimize your channel to fit this new persona. So bio, thumbnails, description boxes, like your about me, everything needs to change. People need to feel that aura shift, that energy shift within the channel. It doesn't need to be just like, you know, the same exact channel with the hint of travel, hints of this. No, we need to see that full rebrand. Like, you have grown, you have evolved, right? Give people that journey of like evolving and not just completely switching and leaving key elements out, like thumbnails and how you formulate storylines. Now, maybe you switched up, you know, your editing style from this to cinematic. Like, let them see that, because brand consistency will make it feel intentional and not random. That's going to be the biggest reason why you're going to want to keep the branding consistent and make it consistent with this new niche. Number 5, the biggest thing is you're going to want to watch your analytics like a hawk, but also you don't want to watch too much. And what do you mean by that, Bree? You need to see how they're engaging. You need to see retention. You need to see the difference. Like I said, there will be a drop in engagement, but you need to pay attention to this because you need to see how it's performing in 3 to 6 months. I typically tell people if they want to do a rebrand, 6 months of consistency, you should see a difference. Whether that be you took a fall and then it rose again, or you completely took a fall and you never recovered. In 6 months, you need to decide, okay, is this something that my audience has been open to? Have they been watching me still? Did I take a little break from engagement and now they're coming back? Like, what does that look like? You need to give yourself 6 months to measure the results and see if this is even worth continuing to pursue with this specific channel. Also, within your new niche, you're going to find that there are some videos that perform better than others. So you really need to see, okay, what videos are performing best for me within my new niche or my new pillars? And you need to find ways to replicate those, because those are showing you, okay, my audience members really are on the fence about me switching to finance, but what they do like, they really like these videos where I'm talking about what I spent and how I'm able to travel because of how much I saved during the year for my travel fund. If something isn't working, you're going to just have to keep tweaking the rebrand. You can't abandon shit and go back, because now you've really lost the audience. Because they're like, girl, what did you do for 6 months? And now you're back doing what you were doing before. It's like, you're going to have to hit your rebrand, or you're going to have to hit your niche from a different angle. So if you went from niche A to niche B, you're going to have to try niche B. And then if niche B doesn't work, you're going to have to try niche B 0.1 and then niche B 0.2. You're going to have to always be evolving and changing the strategy around the new niche. It's not you just abandon ship and go back to your old niche, because that will confuse your audience most. So like I said, rebranding is going to be a process. And here's my unpopular opinion. If in 6 months, because most people are going to say you need to rebrand. Like, I know a lot of people want to rebrand old channels, but here's my thing. YouTube is a source that you feed. If you feed your body good nutrient dense foods, whole foods, spinach, broccoli, all the good stuff, it comes on the outside. Like, what we put in processes outwardly, and we can see that. Treat YouTube the same way. What you feed the algorithm, they're going to push it out, right? So it's like, you're going to really struggle during this time. And the only reason I tell people they need to start a new channel is because I know the work ethic and the consistency of the average YouTuber, and it's not there. For you to completely rebrand a channel and do it successfully is going to take everything you got. And a lot of people just don't have that power to do that. So for most people, I do suggest, and once again, it just depends on, after looking at analytics and a bunch of other things, you need to just start a new channel. Because for you only have the energy and the will to create content and let YouTube use what they already know as you fed it, what to push out. But for you to constantly be fighting an uphill battle, YouTube has been confused for 6 months. They don't know who to push this to because you've changed your niche. They're completely different. It's hard and all the things. That is going to be hard for a lot of people. And a lot of people typically abandon ship once they see their engagement has fell and it's been multiple months. A lot of people cannot handle that, which is why I typically will say, if you feel like you cannot fight for this rebrand and you're not willing to potentially take up to a year to, measure results, and maybe you have not grown at all, you just need to start fresh. But that's an unpopular opinion. I know it's unpopular. So I hope you found value in this video today. If you have, make sure you drop the secret emoji down below. Also, let me know in the comment section if you're rebranding and what that looks like for you. Also, as always, I have one-on-one services linked below in the description box, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.